It's your old pal Boyden on the wireless. No, here's the story. What does it take to bag yourself an honour from the Queen? Oh, blimey. I've given up. I've given up. 26, nearly 30. 30 years as a humble public servant to you lot on the radio. Pulling off miracles, keeping you happy, entertained and informed. Nothing. She's got one. She's got one. Victoria Beckham OBE, services to fashion. He's got one. Oh, he's got one. Sir Andy Murray. Sir, mind you. Recognised for his tennis success. Oh, she's got one. She's got one. She's Australian, don't matter, she's got one. Kylie Minogue, OBE, services to music. But, my friends, you don't need to be a sporting star or a charity ambassador to get yourself onto the Queen's birthday or New Year's honours list. No. In fact, there are some rather odd ways that you can pull it off. Services to scientific glassblowing, parchment making, Flintknapping, I don't even know what it is, Flintknapping, and Blackface Sheep Farming. 3 easy ways to get yourself onto the list. It's true, I know a man who knows. He's Mark Llewellyn-Slade, he's from Awards Intelligence, and that's the company who help you get your knighthood. That's who I need, Awards Intel, I need Mark. Oh, I've got him. He's on the line now. Morning, Mark.
Morning, Malk.
How are you?
Close to peak condition, all things considered, Malk.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm not, because I've been 30 years. I don't want to moan, but I've been 30 years in this game as a humble public servant. I haven't had so much as a sniff.
I think it's been lost in the post, my friend.
Well, I think
you don't give up hope.
I'm not a flint napper, that's what it is.
Well, this is it, you see. We tend to think of, outstanding community workers and entrepreneurs and radio people like you, philanthropists, all that kind of stuff. But, when it comes to honours, there really is a diverse mix of people who get them. And literally anyone can be nominated for an honour if they've excelled in their chosen field, as you've just said. And the million-dollar question here is, have these people gone above and beyond the call of duty? Because people don't get honours for simply doing their job, or at least they shouldn't. But you have to be in it to win it, and you can't put yourself forward. So if your listeners know of anyone they feel is worthy of an honour, then put them forward. You can nominate your friends, your family members, or business community contacts. Anybody at all, as long as they're worthy.
Ah, that's how it works then. You nominate people, do you? Is that an easy process?
It's quite long and time-consuming, if I'm honest. We would spend about 100 to 150 hours crafting a nomination. So it's not something you can knock out on a, wet Sunday afternoon before songs of praise. You've really got to put the time and effort into it.
What is a flint napper?
I don't know. Someone that naps flint.
Oh.
No, it's somebody that shapes flint, apparently, for walls and other decoration. You're going to ask me now what a vellum maker is, aren't you?
Yes.
I can just see it coming. Well, I knew you'd do that, so I've looked it up, and it's prepared animal skin or membrane that can be used for writing on. So it's a bit like parchment. Which is the skin as well, apparently. But it's a different type of skin, and I think vellum is the posh version of parchment.
And I think they do Parliament, very serious, very exciting Parliament notes on that paper. I think they do. But the point of the matter is, you're not just in the game, you're a trendsetter, you're a leader in your field, you've excelled, you've done something.
Exactly. You don't get an honour for simply doing your job. So if somebody thinks, Fred Olvera's done this, that and the other for 30 years, that's lovely. But the key question is, have they gone above and beyond the call of duty? So, have they done something in addition to what they're being paid to do, if it's job related, and that kind of thing. So you have to excel.
Can anybody get an honour? Who can't get one?
Nobody really can't get an honour. So anyone based anywhere in the world can be put forward for an honour. So you don't even have to be based in the UK, and you don't even have to be a UK citizen. So it really is a global honour.
And does Her Majesty have the final say, or are there a team of people that put it together for her?
I think it's fair to say, yes, she does have the final say, but there's a team. It's called the Honours and Appointments Secretariat, and they're based at the Cabinet Office in London. And there's 9 subcommittees. So, for example, if you were putting forward a teacher, they would go to the Education Subcommittee. If you were putting forward a doctor, they would go to the Health Committee, and so on. And those committees are made up of experts in their field, because there's no point, for example, in an eminent heart surgeon, for example, being judged by someone that knows absolutely nothing about medicine. So these people know what they're looking for, and they know what they're talking about. And they make recommendations to the Prime Minister as to whether that person should receive an honour, and if so, at what level. The Prime Minister then takes a look at those recommendations and then passes that list up to the Palace, who ultimately rubber stamp it.
Can't we just nobble someone at the Honours Secretariat for Y-list department people?
Well, you could try nobbling them, but I'm not sure you get very far, to be honest. You know, it's a very open and transparent system.
Otherwise, come to you, because that's what you do. You put forward the nominations, or you help us to put forward the nominations, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah. Basically, we will save you a lot of time, effort and aggravation, because we spend about 150 hours on a typical nomination, as I mentioned, and also will significantly increase your chances of success. So the average success rate for honours is estimated to be about 1 in 10, so 10% are successful. Our success rates are running at almost 2 in 3. Ooh. So you're over 6 times more likely to succeed with our help.
I wonder what the weirdest thing anyone's been honoured for is. I mean, it's got to be one of those things we've just mentioned, hasn't it?
Well, parchment and vellum making's got to be up there. There's a lady here, Dr. Helen Cruz. She got an OBE for services to plant and bee health. There's a guy called Kenneth Headley in Scotland. He got an MBE for services to Blackface Sheep Farming.
Lovely.
So there you go.
That's the game I've got to get into. That's what I've got to do.
You're doing it wrong, Malcolm.
I am doing it wrong. And you're doing it right, and it's always lovely to have you on. I'm going to leave it in your capable hands, and I'll see what happens this winter. How's that sound?
Leave it with me, Malk.
OK, thanks, Mark.
Trust me, I'm on the case.
Bless you. Ta-ra.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Mark Llewellyn-Slade from Awards Intelligence. Always nice to have him on. That's what you've got to be in. You've got to be in the Flintknapping game. Parchment making,